Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom. I am on a
was for everyone to be happy.
It's fine, you're fine. Anyway, I'm literally on this whole verge of making a plub ton of videos today because there was a new Cookie Run OvenBreak update that came out. And
relying just on magic.
I guess I'm just gonna go here if I can just keep myself to myself, because everyone keeps interrupting me. Literally, what? Can I shut these cookies up some way? I don't know. Anyway. Oh my gosh, my bloody nose is being filled with mint because of some ointment to put on. Anyway, I went on this huge verge of recording a plug ton of videos, and for this one, I have a couple Kingdom videos in mind, but what we're going to be doing is, for the past solid amount of time during this update, there's been a bunch of missions that you can do with these Moonlight Crystals, and where do these Moonlight Crystals take you? Well, obviously over to this Moonlight Crystals Gacha, because apparently, as far as my knowledge goes, you actually have a chance to see either Sea Fairy Cookie or Moonlight Cookie, and you can also get the Crystal Jam ingredients for both of them too, which is pretty unique. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 10 pulls, so that is 10,000 of these Moonlight Shards or Moonlight Crystal stuff in general, and we're going to be seeing if we can either get a spare Sea Fairy Cookie, Moonlight Cookie, or anything of the sort, because here's the thing, if we actually manage to do 250 of these, we get a Moonlight Ocean Chest, which I'm pretty sure it says a magical box that allows you to collect and obtain Sea Fairy or Moonlight Cookie. The box radiates with bustling energy, eager to go on a brand new adventure, which, if you're wondering, there's no way I'm getting that. If you're a free-to-play player, there's no way that you can get that. Literally, if you complete all those missions, I don't have all the missions done technically, but I'm on page 9, and there's not much left. There's still a good amount, but that can't even get you to over the 20,000 mark. I can get this, and that's it. No. Alright. But with that being said, before we go ahead and start polling, I will be seeing if I can read comments from the video, Is She the Queen of the Garden? From the Song of the Night Sea story, where if you want to leave your question and comments down in the comment section below of this video, feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about the game, something about me, something entirely different. It doesn't matter, because as long as we have each other from community to creator and creator to community, and we can support whatever we say, then that's what matters the most. Which quickly, there's literally just a comment saying, I hate this update. Well, it's from an idiot saying, I hate this update and I will never stop ranting. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm just saying, did you say your reasonings for it? Because I can understand. Sheesh. Also, Guava Marshmallow left a comment saying, common question of the day. My answer is it will have to be Pattaya Dragon, because how could I not answer with that? Also, however, I think Werewolf Cookie needs his backstory, and a story revolving around Snapdragon would be cool. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna do a quick poll right here. Is there any special animation? No, it's aww. We saw a wizard. See, here's the thing. That's why I skip the animations, because then I have a chance to, not get spoiled. I'm sorry, there's people who, just do the full animations, but this is why I skip the animations, because I know that if I see wizard, it's just gonna be nothing. As you can see, sets upon sets of just Angel Cookie Soulstones, and that's it. Which is kind of ridiculous, because that means I'm, using less time on the video, and there's less suspense. So that's why let's skip these. But anyway, the thing is, you can't really have a backstory for Snapdragon, because Snapdragon technically doesn't have one. Because they're literally, just born. They are still a baby. Their backstory is literally, being made as we speak. It's called growing up. There's not really much of a backstory to them. But I can understand Pattaya Dragon and also Werewolf, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But also, there's also a few comments coming from MOG Bower or Persona Boy, which they actually did leave a few as I mentioned. But one says, sorry for comparing your pleb to Kirby OC, or mentioning it or starting it, since I didn't know when people first mentioned it. Well, I can definitely tell you, you were not the first to mention it. People mentioned it a while back, probably before you even came and watched these videos. But is it annoying? It's honestly annoying. It's not even annoying the fact that I'm just no, they're not the same. It's more the fact that, that's literally the only thing people can come up with. Legit, that's it. Oh, wow, you must have really evolved from Insult School. Wow, that's so good. Anyway, you actually have another comment saying, common question of the day. I think a story based around Pinecone Cookie would be interesting, because their interaction with Fig Cookie could develop into a story. Honestly, I feel something Nature Reliant would actually make sense. I feel it would actually hook well with, getting Wind Archer or something like that related, considering Wind Archer has a lot to do with nature. So maybe they think that, they're speaking to nature, but Pinecone Cookie actually ends up speaking with, the wind deity. Or something with, Millennial Tree Cookie. Something to do with nature. I don't know. But it does seem pretty interesting when you think about it like that. That would actually be really silly, just someone like Pinecone thinking they're actually speaking with the tree and the tree speaking back. Little did they know, it's either Millennial Tree or Wind Archer. Tell me that would not be adorable. I'm just gonna be honest. But we're gonna keep pulling. I don't expect to get, like, much good luck, I'm gonna be honest, only just because, like, well, they're legendaries I already have. So, like, if anything, like, I feel like I have a higher odds to try and get, like, you know, one of the Soul Jam things. Which I'm not gonna be opposed to that. I'm just saying, like, you know, I want to get some good loot, you know? How many pulls have we done? Are we at 3 or 4? Okay, we're at 3. Okay, but the last comment that they did leave says, I might be wrong about this, but I think the four-legged beast is based on the turtle from the story of the world on the turtle's back. It could be. But also, you gotta bear in mind, later on in the story, we did just see this, like, giant island-like turtle. Where we kind of had to, for some reason, run up and defeat it, and to summon a whirlpool that was the swirly thing that I think they were talking about in the story, too, so, whatever. Anyway, also, another comment from Silly4Life just saying, Mystic Opal! Mystic Opal! Like, Mystic Opal returns, which I can understand that. I can understand the excitement, but that really makes me hope that the other, plumbing Mystic, cool, like, Gem Mermaid people, like, end up returning. Like, I know we already have enough story with, like, you know, White Pearl, Black Pearl, or, Crimson Coral, but I'm just saying Gold Citron and also plumbing, Aquamarine. I feel like Gold Citron would have a great place within, like, the Golden Cheese Kingdom. Like, that'd be great. That's just a recommendation for me, though. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. This got an episode zone there. But also, there's actually oh, wait, hold on. We got something cooking here. Hold up. Okay, it's an epic. It's just an epic. Oh, okay, speaking of Golden Cheese Kingdom, is that okay, no, that's a Fettuccine. I'm pretty sure that is, because it's the one with, like, the broken reality, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So it is Fettuccine, which I heard Fettuccine is actually still really good to use, which I actually have close to, I think 2-star? Which 2 is 3-star. Either or. But, you know what? I'll take that. Like, I mentioned Golden Cheese Kingdom, of course, it just happens to come. I swear, I always have a niche for the Golden Cheese Kingdom, just because why not? Anyway, the last comment I guess I'll read while I do this 5th draw, and then I'll read a comment question today, actually is the lengthy one coming from Draco, which actually says, I'm gonna do this while it just goes out, and if I get something special, I'll pause the comment, but it says, this proves my point that Kingdom can't go one sea-related story without losing gem mermaids, or without those gem mermaids. Devsisters know that they can make money. I swear, things that just remind me of Black Pearl and the worst Kingdom update, Mermaid's Tale, just makes me so infuriated. Luckily, the story only has that one gem mermaid, and I'm at least tolerable. I tolerate them the most. The story gets way more interesting after this. I'm sorry, but I am a professional gem mermaid hater. I could really go on if I wanted to. Also, for the comment question, I just want to see my silly music cookies again, but when it comes to NPCs getting more attention, I really want to see, like, macaroni and cheddar cheese. Their dynamic is so great, and also the silly little Caramelian. He would have been one playable character in the Beasties cookies anyway. And by the way, we do get another epic, which is Queen Amon. Okay, you know the weird thing? You may not know this, but a little bit of peeking behind the scenes here. There's actually a mission that I had to do where I had to pull in the cookie gacha 30 times, so that's 10 3 pulls. Here's the really weird thing. Last night, on, like, draw number 2, I pulled Queen Amon cookie already. Was that even last night? No, that was earlier today. I only decided to record a bit of it in case if I got anything, like, really cool out of good luck. This is not sponsored by Tomb of the Mask, I promise you. I just like play. I just died in the game. What I just look up to? Is that Queen Amon? That's Queen Amon. Okay, that's really cool. Sorry, I'm trying to play Tomb of the Mask. Why is this just me saying, hey, I'm trying to play this Tomb of the Mask game, and that's basically my whole commentary. I'm just trying to play this plumbing game while I'm actually, like, pulling for plumbing cookies, because, like... So, and you know, I can show you the proof, actually. I can show you the proof before I read the comment question of the day, which, by the way, just for the comment from Draco, I can understand. I guess maybe I didn't understand why there was so much hate behind the update, because, like, it didn't seem too bad. I thought the songs were annoying, but, like, to a small extent, because I thought they just played them more than enough, which, by the way, we'll take these. But, I guess, you know, there's just people who don't like it, but then again, the only gripe I had with the Gem Mermaids is that, you know, they have to do you with, like, you know, being guest cookies, and you have to actually, like, buy them at some certain points, and they were a struggle to draw. But I will admit, I think their characters are pretty much unique, though, and it's cool to kind of see their backstory kind of more developed, instead of just being, like, one-time NPC characters. But, I don't know. This is only the second time that they used the Gem Mermaid character, excluding, like, you know, Black Pearl, because, you know, she's kind of like the primary one that we learned about, and the Gem Mermaid stuff, which was the second story involving Black Pearl, aka White Pearl, was, like, her second appearance. And this story didn't even have much of an appearance from Black Pearl, as far as my knowledge goes. But anyway, for a common question of the day, Actually, no, wait. I wanted to show this first. Look, in the not probabilities. In the Gacha history. Look, there's Queenamon right there. I scroll down a bit. Where? A cookie got... Okay, no, wait. Okay, these are the draws from earlier before. Where is she? Yeah, she's right there. Literally, this was 2 hours ago. 2 hours, 20 minutes ago. I got another Queenamon cookie. And it was the first poll, not the second one. So, there's me not actually lying about it. I swear. Okay. How about this? For a common question of the day, considering we're talking about a lot of Gem Mermaid hate... Because apparently there's a lot of people who hate this update. I'm going to give you a little bit of creative freedom, if that makes sense. Let's say you have the opportunity to make an entirely new Gem Mermaid character. How would they act? What would they be? How would they react to certain things? What would they be? Because this is basically just like create a Gem Mermaid OC character. I know, am I scraping the bottom of the barrel? Not really, because like this is kind of brought up impromptu, and I was curious to see like what y'all would be thinking about. Because we have one based around gold, you know, being gold citron, one's aquamarine, one's a mystic opal. So I feel like you can either go with just a normal gem name, or like adjective gem, or like gem, like name of gem, then like another adjective or something. Like, I don't know, like pristine pearl, even though there's already white pearl and black pearl, so maybe that doesn't make sense. But like, maybe something like... I'm using amethyst, or something like, no, what am I thinking of? Cherishable chakra, or punishable I don't know. I'm just trying to think, because you also got to base it around how they also react to certain things, because mystic opal is kind of like mystifying, elegant. Gold citron, you know, gold, shiny, glamorous, like, obviously there's going to be, like, you know, fancy, high reactive, and aquamarine. And it's not much to go off of there. But I don't know. Be sure to tell me down in the comment section below. I know it's kind of a struggle. You don't need to answer it, but I feel like it'd be an interesting, like, it's kind of like those, like, little, papers that you get for, like, school where it's like, oh, it's just a little question. You just got to fill it out. It's like a questionnaire. And this doesn't really affect your score in any way, shape, or form, so you don't have to do it. So if you don't do it, that's fine. You can just throw the paper away. I'm just saying if you want some extra credit. If you want some extra credit. Oh, hey, look at that! Got some life jewels. That's how the animation looks. Okay. With that mystifying, like, oh, just like in the background. Alright, so that's pretty unique. At least I got to see that. Which, there is the chance that there's also another animation to see sea fairies, which I don't think I'm going to get that. But if luck comes to it, that'd be nice. I mean, technically, at least we got something on the epic variant. Because apparently, I guess, trying to pull for those life jewels, or the crystal jam things. Which, wait a second, there's another one! Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it's 22 this time, but I thought it was gonna be sea fairies, and then I would've just zipped my lips right there and going like, oh man, sea fairies? And before I was just like, man, I'm definitely not gonna see hers. And then I just get 2 for, Moonlight, which to be fair, not really that much, because like, you kinda gotta bear in mind, if you were to do the levels, like 22 or 20, like around level 5, 6, or 7 like that, in the, trial grounds, it's actually, like, not much, because, like, around, like, those levels, if you were to just speed through, like, time jumpers, you're kind of getting the same amount. You think at the very least, like, considering you're spending all this stuff, like, all this, you could, like, boost it up to, at this bare minimum, like, 50 or something. I don't know, but let's get back to some of the comments. Wanted to skip that, but apparently wouldn't let me, so great. But to get back to some of the comments, it's actually a comment from AGamer360 saying, why does the Shining Mermaid sound like a turret from Plumbing Portal? And why does my mind picture Mystic Opal's voice as Gladys for Flute's sake? I don't know, probably because, like, she's, like, not very enthusiastic. She kind of has more of a monotone voice. I don't know. I mean, weird connections going on around here. But there's actually some comments left by, if I can find your name, Family Funkins, with one comment saying, I was shocked as you see Mystic Opal Cookie here. She's an instant favorite, and the moment that she's appeared, I like the Mermaid Tale story. She's just like me for real. Well, she's like you? So you told me you don't have any legs, you have a mermaid's tail? I should have known. I should have known you were a mermaid amongst us. Drink water. I don't know. But your other comment says, common question of the day. Both Red Velvet Cookie and Pastry Cookie. Their stories are still on a standstill, and I'd like to see how they'll expand it further. Both General of K-Count and the Church Cult, even if the original tower is gone, they couldn't forget the story together. And yeah, I'm an OG Red Pastry veteran. I just hope to see a bit more. Well, I don't think that ship works, but I'm really curious to see, because I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like, from what my knowledge is to the story so far, I feel like Pastry Cookie's being used. Like, she doesn't understand any of the dark undertones of, like, you know, the whole entire church system. While, you know, it seems like with everything going on from, like, the Plumbing Reverend Mother Cookie and, like, the Shadow Sister Cookie, there seems to be, especially with what I've seen recently with the Cookie Odyssey. there seems to be some dark undertone stuff going on with that. And that kind of freaks me out because it's like, who do I trust at this point? And on one hand, it's like, that sucks. And on the other hand, I love that. Literally a direct 180 turn degree from like both my expressions right there. But we'll just have to see what happens. And maybe they can expand upon it soon. I don't know. But also, there's a comment from Sonic Gamer. There's actually, is there one too? No, there's just one. But it says, common question. It has been a while since we've heard from Red Velvet Cookie. I definitely would like to see him go through some sort of redemption arc after learning that there are far better ways to ensure that cakes get equal rights, assuming that his motive, like I said, it's been a while. Well, it could be his motive, but I'm pretty sure it's just to also, like, make sure that the K-Counts, like, kind of do their duty, and also just, you know, I don't think it's about equal rights, it's more just like, hey, these little K-Counts, they're treats too, they're like these edible creatures. And yeah, I know that I said they're edible, don't kill them. Don't. Just don't. Please. You get me now? Just don't do that. You don't need to kill them. They're not monsters. I think that's Red Velvet Cookie's goal, if I'm being honest, but I'm pretty sure the main goal is just to, you know, they're just doing Dark Enchantress Cookie's orders and just, like, making a bunch of these K-Counts that serve under, like, you know, being warhounds and just trying to eat other cookies. So, maybe that's what's going on. And that same note, like, maybe he needs to understand that the shoe doesn't feel nice when it's on the wrong foot now, does it? Maybe that's what they need to learn. Anyway, we got something good going on here. Actually... I just had a thought. That kind of glowed a little bit more purple. Because I think when an epic cookie appears or anything like that, like a cookie, it actually glows more pinkish. I need to get a deep look on that. Yeah, this is purple. So that's a life jewel. Like a life jam thing. Oh, that's the sea fairy one. Okay, so I got like the Moonlight one 4 or 5 times at this point, and I finally get the sea fairy one. And I somehow got it back to back, which is actually pretty impressive. So, can't really complain about that. That's pretty nice. Alright, so, continuing on, there's actually another comment from Mr. Yellow Balloon saying, potential for a Mermaid's Tale finale part 3. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know how you can really end that story off, to be honest. Because it really just depends. Because, like, you had part 1, which is technically, like, the first version that came out with Black Pearl, Captain Caviar, and Candy Diver. But then you have the second part of the story that was actually the prequel, involving, you know, Crimson Coral, Plebeian Mystic Opal, Aquamarine, Gold Citron, Fro Jellyfish, and White Pearl evolving into Black Pearl and all that stuff. So that was like the prequel, so that was the real part 1, and the story before was part 2. So if there's a part 3, the thing is, I don't know how you can really expand off that story. Like, of course you could make other stories that expand off the other characters, like how the one we got recently expands upon Mystic Opal, but still, it would be kind of confusing. Because at this point, I feel like, unless if there's a way to somehow change Black Pearl Cookie, that would be probably amazing. But as far as I know, that seems very far from happening, considering she's so far gone from her sanity. I'm not saying that's impossible to hope. I'm just saying, like, she's losing it. And I feel like some people actually prefer the Black Pearl Cookie. Freaks. Anyway, there's only just gonna be a few more polls here. That's literally like my last poll. I don't think there's going to be much else that we pull for here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this off, and then, oh, Sea Fairy Cookie Soul sounds nice, and then read the rest of the comments, because there's not really many more over here. So, yep, that's it. Alright, I know I do have an extra 1,000, but, oh, hey, look at that. How many do I have? 65. Okay, cool. So, for now, we're just going to go ahead and finish the rest of the comments. There's a few from Smart and Spiral, one saying, yep, in the next update, there's going to be another Beast or Legendary Cookie. I saved a lot of crystals. Is there? I mean, unless if you're talking about OvenBreak, which that makes sense, because, you know, Black Sugar Swan, but, like, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be that instant. I mean, have you ever failed to believe that, like, you know, first of all, you ever think to believe that some leaks that you experience could be fake? And second of all, don't you dare leak me on this stuff. I'm trying to get surprised by this stuff before the actual stuff updates. Anyway, another comment from Smart and Spiral says, at 851, common question response, if my cookie's a protagonist, then Gingerbrave and friends got trapped, so it's my cookie who can save them as a hero? I mean, I guess technically that would actually be pretty unique if we got more storylines in regards to, like, my cookie, because that would give me another excuse to, like, you know, use Hype Cookie in cutscenes, but, I don't know. But the last comment I'll read from you says, oh gosh, if anyone asks about the waters and the sun, have you ever seen the sunset or sunrise in the ocean view? Yes, I have, actually. They're pretty mesmerizing. Anyways, the last comments come from Lennon Geo saying, comment question of the day, Werewolf Kiki because he feels underutilized. He only appeared in a non-important story so far. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. He deserves more love. Chris Irano left a comment saying, wait, this was posted 2 minutes ago? I assume so. You checked the date of when it was uploaded. And the very last comment that I'll read comes from Arion Funhouse saying, I'm glad Mystical Werewolf Kiki appears in the story episode, or the special episode. I do too. Makes her a more unique character as to what she's even doing here. Anyway, now's a good time for me to end this video because I got more work to do. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kick Around YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you and today's Guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.